I mean, Northern New York
Myrtle
is
Beach.
cool.
We're going to Myrtle Beach. Come on.
What's in Myrtle Beach?
Beaches?
More like bitches.
Is it recording? Like,
We are fucking live.
oh
Jimmy.
wow.
Good deal.
What's going on?
Like even that's live.
Yeah.
We're all
I think so.
Cool. Cool.
Do a little sync there.
So, how's your love life,
Hey,
John?
what's going on? You're
John,
getting started early.
How's the love life?
How's love life going for you?
Hey man, let's talk about your alcoholism first before we talk about my love life. Let me answer your question with another question. You going somewhere tonight? Like, what's the fit is on like fleek, my dude. Like
Skater
you
mode.
came in here like stunting on
So
us.
here's the deal.
Got shorts and a t-shirt on. What do you basically got the same apparel as me?
Yeah.
I went to grab a little cocktail with Matt before this.
A little?
At a bar.
Medium size?
Medium-sized cocktail.
Right.
And I was just, it's the first time I've taken a shower in 4 days.
Congratulations.
The reason for this is we were at Guggen Week, and John and I, we don't go home. We don't.
Yeah, we usually get like an Airbnb because other people are coming from like out of town, like Lojo and Wes, our editor and videographer. So we take advantage of the fact that there's an open house that is not ours to just sleep at.
Yeah.
It's honestly a lot easier. But this Guggen Week was pretty. It was pretty fun. I think the last podcast we talked to you guys about, we weren't sure if we were gonna collab with the Nelk guys. It somehow happened.
Oh yeah, dude, we haven't forgot
Yeah,
that we were talking about that.
I was so into
Oh,
Nelk.
you were there too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, too,
We
guys,
also have to introduce
there's
him,
a third voice in this, and if you're watching, you probably see this Jimbo in between us. This right here is the Cole Burford. He's
At the Colbert.
at the Cole Burford. Just plug yourself, man.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
What's your you got a TikTok? You got a Snap?
Yeah. At the _Cole_.
Wait, you have a
Burford.
TikTok?
Yeah, I do.
He does.
Is it good? What's
Got
it?
17K, so like we're
Oh,
decent.
what's
that
the
bad.
what's the premise? Is it hunting?
Hunting, fishing.
Oh,
I
okay.
put a lot of
Outdoors.
shit of y'all on there.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay. I see
Without
why
a
you got
permission, by the way.
followers.
Yeah.
Which once
Unlicensed.
TikTok starts doing revenue in AdSense and stuff like that, we'll have to get a little bit of that cut. You know what I'm saying?
Am I allowed to cuss on this podcast?
Absolutely.
Yes, you can.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Cole. I met Cole last year. We fished the same lake together, and
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw. His contact in my phone is Cold Chainsaw. Go back and watch. I think it's like Fishing Disaster on my YouTube. I convinced him to get a chainsaw. We were trying to chop our way down through this creek to go find more bass. He ended up falling in the water, losing his phone completely, and it was the first time I ever met him. And somehow he like said yes to the second trip we went on. But we won't go into that. It was pretty fucking hilarious.
Biggest mistake of my life.
Biggest mistake and funniest fucking moment of my life. I'm just standing there with a chainsaw in my hand, watching this dude I just met like suck down water, and
Then I met Stinky over here like
not
a
too
few
long
weeks ago.
Yeah, what was it, like 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, and the first night we met, we slept in the same bed. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a hotel room where there's only 2 beds, so I found my bed, and I'm like, you know what, you guys can bunk together. It's great bonding, and you
Yeah.
guys are best friends now because of that. See, I knew what it was going to turn into. It developed.
We have become good friends, but there's one reason that I don't understand why Cole always has
What?
female women around him. And that might be one reason why me and you are such good buddies with him at this point.
Honestly, he just fucking, he can hang, he fishes, he drinks, and then that last part, yes, definitely. But anyway, no. Let's reel it back a little
no
bit.
sense.
Yeah, so Nelk. So the Nelk boys actually came through, which was crazy. It's weird to see, like I watched those dudes for like many years now. I'm not like huge fanboy of anyone on the YouTube side of things, but I can like still appreciate like their videos and like what they do, and they're obviously explosive. Like their Nelk brand's killing it. And it's just cool to see their side of the business and watch them film. They had fun though. I think that we blew up a car. We were shooting 50 cal, standing up. There was White Claws involved. I think they were super fucking hungover though. When
they
came through.
didn't drink at all. Which is weird.
Kyle drank a bit.
Yeah, Kyle
and
did
Steve
a little bit.
but everyone else is kind of just taking it easy. I think they're on kind of a bender, which we were as well. But
No, that was so
Boot and fucking
the difference
rally.
between their bender and our bender is
Yeah.
their bender was ending, our bender was starting.
Exactly.
Our bender was starting
yeah,
that
true,
day.
True,
They-
but they were definitely hurting.
they did say that was like the best day they've ever had. So that was,
Yeah, which is
that was
cool.
kind of cool.
Which is cool. I definitely would want to collab them again. Really nice guys. It's just cool to meet them aside from. It's like cool to meet people who are filming when the cameras are off, and they're really chill guys. You never answered my question. Where the fuck are you going tonight? You've
shit.
got the black Vans on. Who makes those pants?
These are Lulus.
For sure. I feel like I already knew that though.
Yeah.
Lulu's. She's got the black snapback.
The top man?
Actually, wait, hang on. I'm getting a call.
Who is it?
Oh, fuck, it's David Dobrik. He wants his look back. So weird. Yeah, no, don't worry, Dave. He canceled his Tesla order, so he's not. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the Model X. Okay, sorry about that.
Dave doesn't wear a snapback, man. He wears a dad hat. So.
Oh my bad. Fuck me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, Dave seems pissed though. You should probably.
Okay, I'll get
lose
on
the
that.
line.
I'll get on that later. But,
I don't know if you've got a David Dobrik look going, or you've got like the middle-aged skateboarder who also throws swim baits look.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Middle-aged
go.
leg.
I'm trying to go after that look. Honestly, more like
Yeah, but you don't throw swim baits. You kind of skateboard.
I was born in today, man.
Hey, dream
Were you
big.
really?
Dream big.
Dream big. I got to
Dream
dream
big.
big. It's day.
Dream big.
It's day 5 on the board. Have you been on the board since we bought it?
What are you talking about?
You got a skateboard too.
I go like back and forth out there a little bit.
When I pulled up the other day, he was ripping on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was. It was so fucking embarrassing. I was like, this Colt kid's taking forever. I'll just go for a quick rip. I was a little buzzed, and I was like ripping on the board, and he pulls up. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to get shit, aren't I? But hey, who's that?
Scoot decided to jump in. Scoot, what are you doing?
The wiener.
Scoot loves to see me. She every
Yeah.
time I see her, she just starts peeing.
She likes Alex. That actually reminds me. One of the first times I think you really got to know Scoot. I don't think I ever told the story. Is the time we had to fucking take a hook out of my dog.
We should definitely tell this story.
Do we ever mention that in like a? We can keep it brief. It was pretty fucking traumatic for her and me. I have footage of it, and I
Yeah.
just instantly deleted it. I did not want to watch it. I didn't even want to open the file. It was so bad. But like, long story short, Peric and I were fishing Lake Arlington. I was having a really good day. I was catching a lot of fish. Honestly, it was like the first time I got a chance to fish that place. I had like 25 pounds of bass. Of course, Lucky was in the boat, and I had a crankbait tied on. I like threw it for a second. I was like, "Fuck, that ain't it." Instead of like putting it back on the hook hanger or like on the reel, I reeled it all the way to the tip, and I just real quick threw it down on the deck. And like Lucky loves the boat. She gets active. So she like saw a squirrel or something, walked to the front, and in her line of direction was the fucking crankbait, like exposed hooks and
Yeah.
everything. And they were like the EWG trebles too. So like the fucking worst.
Sticky, thick, like
Yeah.
just like
Meaty hooks, like
Yeah,
on a
not
big crankbait.
it.
So like you'd think like when a person gets hooked, like, oh fuck, and they just kind of flinch. Like when dogs get hooked, which I learned that day, they go fucking ballistic.
Yeah.
Like she
starts rolling.
so it got her back foot, and she just starts running with the rod attached to her foot. Like she's pulling the fucking rod all over the place, like it's knocking over, and then all the while she's pulling the rod and it's getting deeper and deeper into her foot, she like turns and tries to bite the crankbait. And I'm like, holy fuck, she's gonna hook her mouth. I'm gonna wacky worm my goddamn dog. Like this is fucked. So I think I literally leaped to the front of the boat to go grab the crankbait so she couldn't bite it. Now she's like biting my hands. She's like tweaking, piss, blood everywhere. It was something out of a fucking horror movie. It was gross. Thankfully, it was the old low, so that wasn't the only time there was piss on that thing. But anyway, I'm like holding the crankbait. I'm like, look, chill. And she's like whining, and I feel so bad. She's a little dog. She weighs like 9 pounds, and it's just you don't want to see a little dog being hurt. So I'm like, fuck, how do I do this? Like, I cut the line with my teeth, and anytime I moved the bait, she would just like, she'd like bark and bite me just out of defense. And I somehow like got my phone, because my phone floated in my pocket. Like I picked it up with my foot, and I dialed you like with my knuckles. And I'm like, dude, you need to go over here right now. My dog just hooked herself with a crankbait. Like I need another hand here, because one's got to hold her foot in the hand or in the crankbait.
And you couldn't let her go, because if you let her go, she would get in her mouth.
Literally
and
bite it.
was
I don't know
just- it was
how
so
she
bad.
didn't, because like she had the whole fucking crankbait in her mouth. But yeah, Parrot came in, honestly helped really well. Like I think you held her down, and I
And
did
you did the trick.
yeah, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna even like people were probably like, oh, you should have brought her to the vet. Like if I even tried to bring her to the vet, she would have gotten tangled some more. And like imagine driving the boat, going to into the car, like it would have just been fucked. So yeah, Peric was there and he held her down, and we did the line trick. It didn't work the first time, which is kind of greasy.
Yeah, didn't.
But then the second time, like boom, came right out. She didn't even notice, and it was all fun.
You still took her to the vet
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
too.
Then I took her to the
Yeah.
vet, and the doc's like, I can't even tell there was a hook in her. Like I don't know what you did, but it worked. So
The line trick's a pretty amazing thing if you do it correctly.
I've done it on myself. I've done it on the dog. I did it to a random guy in Mexico too. Do you remember that?
No.
Remember when the guide, we were in Cabo San Lucas during NS2, and that guide came over and he had a fucking meat hook in his hand. And
Was this when we were shore fishing?
You don't remember this? We were on the boat.
No.
It was that kind of shitty day. And
Oh, yes,
and
I do remember now.
We-
Yeah.
Wes, not, the Cabo West, not our videographer, spoke some Spanish, and the guy was like, he was translating. Wes turns out he's like, do any of you guys know how to take a hook? And I'm like, I've done it once or twice. I can try. And I was like, I had the line wrapped around him, and I'm like, hey, can you tell him in Spanish, like, this probably won't work? And he tells the guy, and the guy like gets white in the face and ripped it right out.
It came right out.
The
Yeah.
funniest thing though is that guy was a guide, and he had some cheesy white dude who had probably a good inch of fucking sunscreen on his face. He was oblivious. He didn't even realize what was going on. He was just sitting there with his legs crossed.
I
like
completely remember the situation. That was the guy who was just like going back and forth trolling, catching a fish.
They were
on every
throwing
cast.
minnows and it was just a fucking gong show. But
Just a gong show.
yeah, and I took a hook recently out of Brian's back. That was my fault. I took a hook out of Brian's. Taken 2 hooks out of Brian, our videographer.
Really?
One out of the back of the head and then one in the shoulder blade. So just fucking don't be around me when there's troubles.
I had to do that the other day to my buddy Aries on PK, and he had 2 of the barbs, 2 of the hooks on a treble hook.
You did
in
the
his
line
thumb.
trick with 2 trebles.
Yeah, it just wasn't good. Like we tried it once and it didn't work, and he's a big dude, like, you know, plays
Yeah.
football or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was hurting.
Was he squirming?
bad. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
it's
it was
more of a
rough.
mental thing
Yeah.
though too, because you're just like, I don't know. It's not like quick. It's like imagine if someone punched you and like your fist like stuck into, and you're like, all right, now you gotta get the fist. I don't know. It's a weird concept where you're hurting. It's in you, and that what's gonna hurt the most is if it comes out fucked up.
And that was at 3 a.m. So like we were night fishing.
How did you do it? Did you tie it on both ends of the fucking?
Yeah,
the
so
bend?
they were like both in there, and then we tied it like to where they kind of met, and it was so fucked. Like we tried to pop it. First time didn't work. Second time really didn't work, and so he was like, "F this, like we're done," and we had to go to the like Care Now or whatever place.
Oh, so you didn't
it
get
did
it
not
out.
work.
Yeah, so we were at the hospital till like 5 a.m. and we were all the way out at PK, and we had to go
Where the
back to
fuck is
Weatherford.
there a hospital around PK?
We had to go back to Weatherford, like
Weatherford?
in between here and there.
Fuck that noise.
It
Wow.
was not good.
What was I gonna say? Like,
We were all over the place at the beginning of this. Like just all over the
I don't know.
place.
We're jazzed. I think we're just.
What
all in the mood to get after
why
it.
aren't you drinking a beer with me?
I kind of just taking it easy for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna get right back on it.
Got it.
Yeah. So,
How was last night? Were you on it, off it?
John was in a weird mood last night.
what was last night?
Yeah, I didn't hang out with you guys. I
Yeah.
fell asleep.
What are you talking about? I was not in a weird mood.
He was in his phone the whole night, just, you know, I think he
I
was
watched
in his
a movie
feelings.
with you.
No, he was in his feelings. Like, I really think there was something going on there.
Was it just you two?
Well, Jake came over later.
Jake was there too, bro. Jake and I were dead. We were fucking dead ass tired. Back me up on this. You were tired. Oh my god.
So you were in your feelings last
no
night.
one's on my fucking side. I feel
He was.
ganged up right now.
Did
That's why I'm
I
here.
don't do good in
That's
these
why I'm here.
situations.
so you didn't go hard last night?
No, he did not.
I mean, I had like at least 7 White Claws.
But like over a course of 4 hours.
Okay, dude, what
Like,
were we gonna do? Like throw a fucking disco ball in the middle of your living room and just start dancing to
We
fucking
could have.
Fisher?
We could have.
I mean, if that's what you wanted to do, we could have gotten fucking like real rowdy. But like, it'd have just been you and me, bro. Like, let's get fucking like welcome back to sophomore year of high school. Like,
Oh yeah.
Today's a Friday night. Things are different.
it is.
Cheers to that.
It's a Friday night, and I feel like I'm actually appropriately drinking on a day I'm supposed to.
exactly. It's always good when it's Friday.
I tend to drink during the weekdays and the weekends where I'm like, all right, let's fucking hammer down. I think you probably think we're like degenerates, which I suppose we are, but
We have been degenerates lately.
we also film videos. It's like
Some of us do.
sometimes. Well, no, he's back on it.
Okay.
I'm back, guys. I posted.
You can't give him shit anymore. He's posted. I'm sure it's a heater. I mean, it's got to be. You caught a fucking giant. Caught a 9.5 pounder. So, but
Oh yeah, things are good.
views are up.
Views are up.
People are like, wow, where's the fucking meteor that's about to hit the earth? It's Armageddon. AP Basson just uploaded a steamer.
No, things are good. I've got recent motivation from being with you guys that I need to start uploading.
You got motivation by being around us? What
That's
the
not it.
fuck?
No,
need
not
to-
you, not you.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I know it's all me, honestly.
This kid does absolutely nothing.
Every
Yeah.
time I call Cole, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, hey,
Chilling,
crusty."
chilling.
drinking.
Drinking, yeah. But no, the other day you changed it up a little bit. The other day you went for a quote unquote tan.
Oh yeah.
How are you
no.
feeling? How do you have a shirt on right now?
I got a lot of aloe vera.
You do
Bro,
look really
get this,
red.
get
You
this.
look
I
very red.
I pull up to his house and I'm like, oh, what's up, Cole? He's like, oh, I'm upstairs. I go up there. He's fucking basically butt naked, rubbing aloe vera all over his tits, watching TV. I'm like, yo, are you in the middle of something right now? Like, I don't want to. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, holy fuck! I could see the tan line like right near his hip. Dude, you look like a fucking lobster that just went through hell and back.
See that red right there? Like that's.
Yeah, the fucking.
What, like just you were sitting on a chair sunbathing? You were outside
Well, yeah, I had
fishing?
this-
Like what happened?
One of my friends came over and she was like, "Can we tan?" And I was like, "Yeah."
He's
for
like, yeah, let me
sure."
burn real quick.
Yeah,
dog.
and then we ended up being out there for like over 3 hours, and I had no sunscreen on, and I'm a pasty little dude. and
Honestly,
so-
I can fucking.
That's the first time I've
relate.
heard of a friend coming over asking to tan.
Well, you don't have a whole lot of friends.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, so that's probably it.
I mean, you could throw that in any scenario. Like, it's the first time I ever heard a friend coming over. Period.
Fuck me.
No, man, I've been like, for me, my legs. So my legs don't burn anymore. My arms don't really burn. It's my fucking nose. I was telling you about this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
your nose too.
Yes,
gets
it's so bad.
shredded.
Well, it's because you look like a witch, so that has something to do with it. But
Why you just make fun of my looks, man? That's
I
the
regret-
easiest blow
I
to
literally-
anybody. You know, that's the
I don't
easiest
know.
blow.
I'm not sure why we brought you on today, but you've been nothing but just fucking.
I love this because people are gonna hate him.
oh yeah,
They're gonna roast him, which is
yeah.
awesome.
That Cole guy's a dick. What's funny is they think I'm a dick when it's just Peric and I, but now I've got Cole here, so like I said, there's a buffer.
Yeah,
You
if
gotta-
y'all saw the behind the scenes in the videos, you would know it.
what that you are the dick.
The chirping that goes on.
The
Oh, the
chirp.
chirping.
The
Yeah.
chirping is evenly dispersed.
That's how we got the name for this podcast. Because
The other night when we rented that house in Louisville, which by the way, if somehow you're the fucking owner of that house, we apologize.
We don't, but
no, honestly, no. That house was more expensive than the house at Broken Bow.
Was it really?
Yes.
That house was brutal.
Well, out of all
fi-
the Airbnbs we've ever rented, like that was by far the worst. I'm not like trying to be a snob or anything.
No,
but
it
that
was
literally-
actually like it
sucked.
was like literally falling apart. Like
Yeah.
the tile in the kitchen was like coming off.
Yeah, some of it was
both
not
of the
our
fire
fault.
alarms didn't work too. I feel like that's like
kind of code.
you can
Probably
take repercussions. I mean,
a
they can
good
take
thing,
repercussions. Yeah, well, okay. I'm not gonna talk about that. What was I gonna say? Oh, we instead of chirping this time, we went at it.
yeah.
That whole night we were just fucking,
Slaps were thrown, and then we went full
Buddy,
WWE.
My shirt was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have. Do you have a picture of this?
Oh, I do. I took a selfie.
You just hammered with like
just-
not even.
Just send that.
Send it to Alex. Yeah,
Send
so
it
we
to
can.
Alex and be like,
Yeah.
this is for the podcast.
Yeah.
So what happened? What the fuck happened? How did your shirt get like that, man?
Well, so Peric was sitting there, and I don't know if this is where it happened, but it was along this timeline. Peric
Yeah.
was sitting there slapping John in the ear.
I was trying to fall asleep.
John
I
was trying to go to sleep.
zooted.
Oh, that was when. No, your shirt ripped way earlier
It
in the
did.
night.
It did, but I don't
Okay.
remember how. Why did it?
Yeah, so we were same story. Like something happened. Peric was
Peric
fucking with
pushed me or
John.
something.
Yeah, and John's like, "Do it one more time." And of course, Peric's got
When
to
you
do
ask
it.
Peric to do it one more time,
more
he's
time.
like takes it literally.
Yeah, and so then we all ended up in the yard, and it was kind of me and Peric versus John, and it just didn't work out for us.
Well, it was more or less just you versus me, and then Peric was just making it more difficult for you to get any sort of move on me.
Yeah.
So Peric would just run around in circles while fucking we were getting at it, and then he'd kind of come in with like a little left hand or a left hook, like a hook or something like that. I had a stroke there for a second. Peric would come in with a little left hook and just do his best to kind of help Cole out.
And then, long story short, John tried to pick me up by my shirt, and it
That didn't
just full on rip, and
yeah.
it was a good shirt. It really was.
I'm
but,
sorry about that.
you know.
I owe you a shirt.
It's
I
so
got- yeah.
funny that like we just start fighting with each other. Like,
But it was
throughout
like
the whole
totally
night.
fun. Like we were
Yes.
laughing our
I have like
asses
4
off.
videos of y'all just going after it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You should send me those. I don't
Like
have a lot
John
of-
just carrying Peric through the living room outside, like chunking him over the fence. Like it just.
Dude, my body the next day was just crippled.
Well,
Like,
so
it-
Yeah, I had bruises,
I had
too, man.
blood all over my shirt, and Peric had some on his sock, and we're like, "Where's this blood from?" And
Where
then
did it come from?
The next day, we looked at Peric's leg, and he's got like a 8-foot gash down his
Oh,
calf.
really?
dude, my whole calf had just like where it just got cut open.
Oh, I don't really.
Yeah, I think it was when you threw me over the fence.
Why'd you do that? I threw you over the fence.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
It
that was
was-
barbed wire too.
Yeah, it was bad. Like,
Do you have a tetanus shot?
I mean, we'll find
It'll
out, I
buff.
guess.
It'll buff.
It'll
would-
buff
You
out.
would have already found out. I feel like.
But we have all these like ladies over, and we just fight with each other instead
Yeah,
of giving
everyone
anyone
is
else attention.
It was like not just the ladies; it was like everyone was inside
Yes.
having fun, and there's 3 dumb fucks in the yard
wrestling each other.
wrestling each other.
Not talking
the,
to
the
anyone.
dynamic was hilarious because it was 3 dumb fucks in the yard fighting, a group of people which like we don't even really know that well having fun inside, and then you've got Rackley, Matt, and Wes down there trying to film a catfish video. The fucking dynamic at that get together was classic. It was classic Guggen type shit.
It was.
It was fucking stupid.
It was.
But it was
stupid.
fun. That's all that matters, man.
So that
had a good night.
was that Monday night or was that Tuesday night? That was Tuesday night.
Man, don't even ask me.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is right
Absolutely
now.
No idea.
Monday night. What did we do Monday night?
No, it was after we filmed with the Milk Boys.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so that was Monday night. Tuesday night.
The fuck? Oh, Tuesday night we just took it easy, I think.
No, we did not.
No, or we didn't.
You did. You went to bed super early.
I have,
I
I have a video of me like wanting to sumo wrestle you.
I had to.
You had to lock the door.
No, so I was like,
Come on, man.
I came in and I was like, Wes, he won't stop fucking with me. Like, I'm so sick of this. Like, I want to go to bed. And Wes is like, dude, just go lock your door. So I locked the door, and then this fuckhead is like banging on my door, and I'm like,
Well, no, I got like a barbecue skewer,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
you
was
popped
like,
it?
I was trying to, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Get up! Like, you don't need to go to bed." It was like 11 o'clock.
I don't know, it was so fucking early. I was taking shots
dude,
of.
I have never felt so bad in my life Tuesday morning. Like, that was just
That was the
brutal.
Tuesday morning was when we wrestled.
Yeah.
Because the next morning after that, where we sumo wrestled, you felt fine, or when you went.
That
to
was
bed
the
early.
last night.
Yeah,
felt
I
fine.
felt fine that
So I
day.
think that was Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, because I was like, oh my gosh, like this Airbnb is already destroyed. Like, you're going to destroy down this door. So I literally opened the door. I'm like,
Oh, the door came off.
what are you doing? Like, what are you doing right now? And you're like, get the fuck up. I'm like, no, I'm going to sleep.
And I was sitting there on my phone on this chair, and Buddy walks in and just throws a speaker at me. And
Who throws the speaker? Parrot did?
Eric did, yeah. And so I was
Why?
sitting, like, it hits me in the wrist, and I was like, that kind of fucking hurt. And so I'm like, get outside right now. And so, like, I get him outside, and then he's like,
up?
what do you want to do? And I was like, dude, I'm about to fight you. And he's like,
What do you
dancing,
wanna do?
he's like dancing around. He's like, what's that over there? And like, just takes off back inside, and like, wouldn't.
Eric thinks he's so fucking witty sometimes. He does that shit like, well, what's that? Oh, yeah, let's kind of do this like juke, like, what are you, Terrell Owens? Like, sit the fuck down. Like, just sit down, take your 5 minutes of beating, and then we'll continue to party.
Do you want to talk about the road trip at all?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that really quick.
We'll close on this. So the other reason why we got Cole here too is because we're in the works of something right now. It all is dependent as if Perrick doesn't be a cheap fuck and figures out a way to get a van, which
Okay.
he had, by the way. He had a perfectly good van,
Here's the
which
deal.
you really shouldn't have sold because it would have been perfect. It would have been so.
Well, all the vans
wait,
you have
wait,
sent us
wait.
have either been don't have engines and front ends, or they're like they wouldn't make it 3
Salvage
miles down the
titles.
road. Like we should have
Yeah.
blown one up the other day.
There's a van, my exact van that I bought,
Yeah, scoop it.
but completely cleaned out, 2020 version diesel 4x4 at the Plano Mercedes for 62.
Scoop it.
Get it.
Get it.
But then
You
I'm
got
not
this.
getting the Tesla.
Oh,
You're
See,
not gonna get the Tesla
bro,
regardless.
you're not even.
if I get
you've
a-
already struck on the Tesla.
Yeah, that's not.
There's,
you can't use
it's not
that
like
as an
baseball.
excuse.
You get 2 strikes for a Tesla.
Yeah.
Elon Musk knows your name, and he's like, "Don't even fucking go through that order. This is the second time this kid's attempted." He's
So
be
you're
like,
saying-
"Void that order."
So you don't want to get that manual.
It's a fucking Defender. I'm pretty sure it's a 2-door manual Defender with 136,000 miles on it. I don't even know what engine's in there. I hope it's not the original engine. There's no way it is. It's a 1988. Perrick wants to buy a 1988 fucking Land Rover Defender. I don't even know what model it is.
Yeah.
That's a manual. None of us know how to drive a standard. And he's like, yeah, this'll work. Dude, it's a fucking 22-hour drive. It's got to be something semi-comfortable.
And we got to pull a boat.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, so the Mercedes Benz is what we're going to have to get.
We're going to have to. Or you just buy it and then fucking flip it. You don't have to keep it. You did that already with the other van, right?
Yeah. No. But the thing with this one is,
Look at this shit. It's a
That's
2-door. Is it a 2-door?
Yeah.
It's a fucking coupe. You want to buy a fucking coupe. This thing has got
with
like...
4 people in there and a dog.
here's what I'm thinking though.
You weren't thinking.
Oh, fuck. Alex is coming with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just fly him?
No. Who's going to film us being idiots?
Oh, yeah, we do need a camera guy. True.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a 1991. My
So
bad.
I'm going to have to get
Sorry.
something bigger than that.
No shit, dumbass.
3 people, that was good. 4 people, that's not good.
3 people.
3
it's
people.
still
Yeah,
ain't
for you in
good.
the back seat the whole time. Yeah, that's fine.
See, here's my plan, though. I was going to unhook the boat, and then when I'm in Myrtle Beach, South
What
Carolina,
the absolute fuck would you do with this thing?
thing's badass.
It's badass for people who know how to drive them. You don't know anything. Okay, never mind. The concept is we're going on a road trip up to my cabin in Maine, and we have the boat, and we've got all the gear, and we've got the willpower, but we don't have anything to pull it with. I technically could bring my Land Rover, or fuck me, my Land Cruiser, Lexus LX470, whatever you want to call it, but it's only got 2 seats, and I already have a car up there. So I don't need...
Did you hear about this the other day?
What?
No.
So sorry to cut you off here,
No,
but
I'm curious. What do you
this
say?
is on these terms. So he's shipped his boat. He was going to ship his boat.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah, I heard
He
about this. Yeah.
Oh, you heard about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass.
Anyway, so you don't want to drive your car up pretty much. I'm
Well, I already have another car up there. It would be so
Was that the
pointless.
Foreigner?
Yeah.
So he was going to ship his boat up there instead of this whole road trip. Like, this is before we planned this.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, or was it like 3 days,
2 days
ago?
ago, yeah.
We're like sitting at dinner. He goes, "Fuck." I'm like, what? He's like, "The guy's here to pick up my car." This guy,
my boat.
or his boat. I mean, this
Yeah.
guy's here to pick up his boat. This guy drove down from Maine.
Yeah, 22-hour drive.
22-hour drive to pick up John's boat and bring it back. There's this company that you can like schedule these shipments through. It's really cool. That's what we used to get John's boat back from Never Stop. Anyways,
The guy pulls up to my house, and my boat's in the shop just getting prepped up for the main trip because I don't have like a shop up there that I know or trust yet. So it was in the shop, and I totally forgot the guy was going to come on the 13th. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here. I don't see the boat." And I'm like, "That's because it's in a fucking shop right now getting torn apart." So I was like, "Dude, I feel so fucking bad. Like, let me just pay you I'm not going to say how much it was. I guess it doesn't matter. It's $1,800. It's a fuck ton of money." And I'm like, "You can just be on your way. You don't have to carry anything." He was pissed at first because he didn't think I was going to pay him. But then once he realized, once it hit his account, he expressed that, "Hey, if you need it, if you're going to get it in the next 2 days, I can pick it up. But if not, then I'm just going to go back to Maine." So he's probably going back to Maine. He's probably in fucking West Virginia or something like that without a boat. It was
thing
probably the
is-
dumbest trip he's ever taken. He gets home to his wife. She's like, "How was it?" He's like, "I literally just drove to Texas for absolutely no reason. I drove 45 hours for no reason."
It's not like you could do anything here. Like everything's closed.
but here's the
Yeah,
cool
no,
here's the
there's
cool thing
nothing.
though.
He's
Like
screwed.
Yeah.
he actually made more money because he doesn't have to pull a boat back.
Right. He saved on gas.
Yeah.
And logistically, it's a lot easier
But
for
just
him.
that to fuck with his head that he drove all the way down there to do
Oh,
something.
I would have loved to have had a GoPro like in the dash of that truck that he was using to pull my boat. He probably was just like, "You've got to be fucking
He
kidding
probably
me."
lost his mind.
Oh, he probably did. But like I said, I paid him, everything's right. I mean, kind of. It's not right because I lost $1,800. But anyway, kids, don't be a dumbass. Stay sober.
No, that was a scheduling issue, which you are very bad at scheduling.
It was. Use a calendar. How about that? All right, let's end it here. I'm getting sweaty. It's 29 minutes. But
You okay?
no, I'm not.
We didn't discuss this road trip.
Yeah, we did. We said we're gonna go to Maine. So basically we're gonna fish our way up to Maine. You're gonna go from one state to the other. Probably skip a few states. Definitely gonna skip through like, I don't know, what's that one shitty state that Mike lives in? Maryland. Probably not gonna go and stop there. Definitely not gonna stop in New York. Probably a terrible idea to stop in New York.
We're not
Like,
stopping. In
We're
New
not
York.
stopping in New York.
Northern
No.
New York?
No.
Coronavirus.
I
Probably
hate New
not.
York.
Yeah, true.
I also just hate New York as
Yeah.
well. I mean, Northern New York
Myrtle
is
Beach.
cool.
We're going to Myrtle Beach. Come on.
What's in Myrtle Beach?
Beaches?
More like bitches. All right.
Women, beautiful women.
Okay, we get it. We know what you're after, guy. Just slaying it right on you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching yet another chirp where we chirp each other to oblivion. Appreciate the view, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you later, you big fat wieners. Peace.